Then God say, God, I need the faith. God say, the faith will spell. Say faith, spelling out how to please God. So when faith spell out how to please God, to spell out, just like you spell words. So faith spell out how to please God. When faith is spelling how to please God, what faith spell out of how to please God is what they call righteousness of God. What the faith spell out, or what the faith bring into open, because the of God is God. Eyes cannot see it. It will take the power of faith. That's what I said last time. It will take the power of faith to see into the realm of the unseen. And the realm of the unseen is the realm of God. And he that wants to come to God, we need a power that can pierce through the unseen to fetch out those things, or see those things and begin to spell them out. So faith spell out what into the unseen, the things of God. And when faith is seen, is spelling it out. It's spelling it out. So faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So those that is seen, he can't see. They are righteousness of faith is seeing it and is spelling it out for you. When it's spelling out for you, so what is faith? Seeing into is into righteousness. That's why I said, when I say we walk not by faith and not by sight. So we call that scripture. We think we know it. We walk by faith and not by sight. Because faith is another sight that can see into the unseen. I'm not talking about the unseen. I'm not talking about seeing into heavens. I'm saying see into God. Because God is the invisible. You can see Christ. So the only eyes, the only power that are capable to pierce through the Christ and God, and when he's seen it, he's spreading it out. Just like he's spreading out, okay, this husband, love your wife. That's his faith talking. Husband, love what you could see. Husband, okay, this is the thought of God concerning husband. If your husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church and gave himself to her, that she might righteousness. Then faith, the righteousness. Father, do not make your children angry. It's faith that is seen to the world, is seen to the realm of the thought of God concerning children. And how children should be that how God should be. Children, obey your parents in the Lord. Oh no! Okay, your parents in the Lord. Okay, you have understand. Okay, your parents in the Lord. What are your spiritual authority? Okay, this is how you should run there. Obey your parents in the Lord. Honor your father and your mother, that your day may be long in the land of the Lord. So his faith that is spreading out. So what faith sees into? So a prophet is a man of faith. Say that, church. Let me faith and prophets. Say that, church. When you talk about scriptures of the prophets, the scriptures of the prophet are the scripts of the prophets. Give me 1 Peter. Let's see it. How you know prophets of the New Testament? Well, not only prophet, even prophet of old. One thing that make prophet is only, what do you know about the only prophet is faith. Faith training is what they used to raise prophets. And that when they raise prophets, what they see and when they inquire and search is concerning salvation. Because if for them to search salvation, it's because your faith unto salvation. So you can't be a prophet, you can't be part of the holy prophets. Holy prophets are not just seers and that prophesy. They are men that see into the unseen. To be a prophet is to see into the unseen. And you can't see to the unseen. The soul cannot see unto the unseen without the energy of faith. what does it mean by energy of faith? Energy of faith means the soul must have a carry out obedience for them to break open the vision of God into God for him. The soul must have carried out obedience. So you must know, where does the prophet fetch out their script from? Prophetic scripture of the prophet were fetched out of the vision of faith. Prophetic scripture we are fetched out of vision of faith. It is the delivery of vision of faith that prophets are as scriptures of the prophet. And because it's the vision of faith, the end of the vision of faith is salvation. But they could not allow them to see unto the end. He says to Moses, who cannot see unto the end of that which is passing away. So they search and inquire, but they could not see unto the end. And it's not only Moses. Go and read Daniel. When shall be the end of this matter? Say, oh, Daniel, I believe, seal up the matter. For the time shall be, but the end, they see. So once about the prophet, they could not see into the end of the matter. Through the vision of faith, they broke into the unseen, which is the realm of God, but they could not see the end of the matter. And until you see the end of the matter is the end of the faith. The vision of faith is salvation is the end of the matter. And when you can't see into the end of the matter, you can't capture the burden of salvation. So prophetic scriptures or scripture of the prophet, we have visions of faith. So look at this. Give me verse 8-7, sir. Oh, master. Pray, man. That is of your faith. Look at, when you see prophets, one thing the prophet has together is that they are trials. Somebody say trials. That's one sign of prophets. Trials. Trials were trainings for them to break open their soul, to break open into the unseen. They need to try their faith. They went into diverse dealings. Essence of those dealing upon their life. When I talk about Abraham, because when you are talking about prophet, you start from Abel. Abel was one of the first prophets. Because when you say for the prophet, from Abel, when Joker was talking about them, say your father just shed the blood from Abel on to the last one. Is it Zechariah that was key between the Paul in the world? You say you require from your hand of each generation. From Abel. So to be a prophet does not mean until you call it prophet Jerusalem. Prophet Jehu. So you don't need to have prophet in your name. How you know prophet is he that can see into the realm of the unseen. Like Moses. To see to God is to see into God's thoughts. See into God's ways. And when you see into it, what do you spell out? Or what do you script out? What the prophet saw into the realm and what they scripted out is the matter. That's why when you see prophet, what they saw, you see Isaiah, he talk about righteousness. Prophets speak out are teachings of righteousness, or they are teaching God's standard. And those God's standard means that men must submit and obey so that I can come into a place of agreement or reconciliation. So the visions of the prophets are visions of faith. And because of that, so what prophetic visions capture are what their script is the thoughts. Is the thought, the victor, which are righteousnesses. That's what say from the blood of Abel unto the blood of Zechariah, which perished between the altar and the temple. Verily I say unto you, it shall be the choir of this generation. Hallelujah. 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 That the trial of your faith be much more precious than of gold. That's what perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise, honor, glory at the appearing. That appearing here is not talking about actual. That appearing is what? Understanding. Understanding of who Jesus is coming to you. Whom having not seen, ye love. In whom though now you see him not, yet believe it. With joy unspeakable, full of glory. Because of time, I can't do it. Let's move. Receive it. When Paul gets on, because he was after receiving, you see something. We have to talk about the prophet, because there is something the prophet could not see until the end of the matter, like Moses. Receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls, of which salvation? The prophets, the prophets had a vision. There was something that the prophet they saw in. They could not receive the end, that thing. But they began to, of which salvation the prophet have inquired. Time will not allow me. I will have gone to the book of Daniel. And search diligently. Can you see what they say that with all diligently? Who prophesied of the grace. This morning, Pastor was talking about grace. Grace that will bring me into the covenant of grace, which is life, the covenant of grace, life and grace, or the covenant of life and peace. And talk about the covenant of mercy, or the covenant of everlasting covenant, which is the covenant of everlasting life, which Pastor calls is the covenant of mercy, the sure mercy of David. Let's go back. Peter. Of which salvation the prophet have inquired. So the prophet inquired. How did the prophet inquire? When the prophet broke into vision, there was something those visions, it was a faith training. That's why every prophet in the land of Israel that the archive, there was a trial that before them. The more they tried them, the more they broke into visions. In fact, you see, trial was a trigger, was a launching pad for them to break them into the Holy Ghost, because it was Holy Ghost that was doing that thing. Because, for example, you see, so the Spirit of Christ that was in them, how that Spirit of Christ was in them is not, is what it taught in Romans chapter 8. For if any man had not the Spirit of Christ, is none of his. For if any man had not the Spirit of Christ, is none of his. Thank you so much. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. If any man have not the Spirit of Christ, is none of his. So let me go to 1 Peter. That was where it says of the. Okay, look. Of which salvation the prophet have inquired and searched diligently. Who provided of the grace that should come unto you? Searching what?